a tout pris sur la tête, je suis le coupable. Yemagan, je suis le coupable. Yemagan, il a été crucifié pour mes péchés. Quand tu chantais pour ma transgression, pour ça, monsieur Fan, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les bobos, on y va danser. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait ce soir? Oh, nous allons danser, oh, il nous a sauvés, oh, nous allons danser, oh, il nous a libérés, nous allons fêter, oh, que le Seigneur soit loué, il est bon pour nous tous, que lui sont dans la gloire, il est bon, nous dansons, oui dansons, nous dansons, oui dansons, nous dansons, oui dansons. Yemagan, oui dansons, Yemagan, nous dansons, Yemagan, oui dansons, Yemagan, nous dansons, ce soir, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les locaux, on y va danser ce soir, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les locaux, on y va danser. Oui, dansons, nous dansons, oui, dansons, nous dansons, dansons. Monsieur Fan, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les bobos, on y va danser. Seigneur des seigneurs, roi des rois, nous allons fêter ta gloire. Nous honorons le nom de Jésus-Christ, le nom qui ouvre toutes les portes et qui fait toute mauvaise porte. Au jour le jour, nous allons chanter, danser. Si ce n'est pas lui qui allait sauver ma vie, si ce n'est pas lui qui allait sauver ma vie, ah, c'est pour ça que je dis, ce soir, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les locaux, on y va danser. Il m'a sauvé la vie, sans raison de quoi. Il m'a laissé passer, mais je suis coupable. On est deux, arrêtez, il a tout pris sur la tête. On est deux, arrêtez, il a tout pris sur la tête. Je suis le coupable. Yemagan, je suis le coupable. Yemagan, il a été crucifié pour mes péchés. Quand tu chantais pour ma transgression, pour ça, monsieur Fan, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les bobos, on y va danser. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait ce soir? Oh, nous allons danser, oh, il nous a sauvés, oh, nous allons danser, oh, il nous a libérés, nous allons fêter, oh, que le Seigneur soit loué, il est bon pour nous tous, que lui sont dans la gloire, il est bon, nous dansons, oui dansons, nous dansons, oui dansons, nous dansons.
Hello, good afternoon day, good evening, have a good day. Hope you've had a very, very good day. My day has been very busy, very tedious. I don't know how your day was, but I want to believe it's been a good day. Okay, you are here with me, Relationship Talk with Modupe, and today we're going to be looking at some reality concerning relationship. Reality between man and woman relationship, what do I call it? Courtship level, boyfriend and girlfriend, if you want to call it that way, dating, or even in marriage. There's some reality we need to look at. There's some reality we need to understand. We need to absorb it. We need to have it at the back of our mind that these things can't change. These things are the way they are, and be able to accept them. And some other realities is something has happened. You need to accept reality and you need to make changes, or you live with it. What is your reality? Today I was talking to a colleague while we were driving around town, and I mentioned to him that I've got a show tonight and we got talking about relationship. And he told me a little bit of story about himself, that he was dating somebody who was 4 years older than him, and the relationship ended. The lady is married now, but for some reason he couldn't get her off his mind. I said, and I asked him, have you tried dating someone else? And the answer was yes, I have tried. And that even when I'm with all the other girls, I'm talking about this same girl. I find myself talking about her every second. I'm thinking about her. I can't get her off my head. And I said to him, could it be because the lady is older than you, she's bigger than you, she's more sophisticated than you, she's pretty, and that is why you couldn't get her off your head? He said yes, that's one of the reasons. And I asked him, what went wrong? If you are so much crazy about her, what went wrong? And then he confessed. And this is, he said, at some point he was taking her for granted. And that's what reality. Reality is being able to tell yourself some truths, be able to accept some truths. And this happens in almost all relationships. Every relationship it happens. You start with the fire, it's ignited, and you are intoxicated. But when it's like you're running after something and you've got it, and then you're like, it's mine, you can't go anywhere. So you lose the drive that you started with in a relationship. It's like most men, not women. This happens to men mostly when they buy a new car or when they're saving up to buy a new car. In fact, some men appreciate the car more than their wives. Truth, that's another reality. Now, you go all the way to get the car. You've gotten the car. But the first probably 3-6 months, oh, if anybody comes near your car, there's trouble. If your wife will say, can I borrow your car? Hell no, nobody's going near my car. Even your son says, Daddy, can I help you wash my car? No, don't touch my car. You know? And then after a while, that zeal, that passion for the car begins to go down. It's natural. It's reality. Now, coming back to relationship, if you want a relationship to survive, if you want a relationship to last long, and if you want your partner, either male or female, vice versa, because some women also, we women, sometimes we do that also. If you want your relationship to survive, you need to keep spicing it up. And that's just the truth. You need to spice it up. The same passion in which you started with, it cannot be 24/7. It cannot be every day. Neither can it be every month. And that's reality. Because why you have to go to work, you have to go to one thing or the other. Everybody is busy. Okay. But you need to be able to remember why you are in a relationship. Remember, you are in a relationship. Remember, you are not alone. I need to come back. Bring yourself back and rekindle the fire of your relationship. Rekindle the fire of your love. Remember those things you used to do when you started. Maybe you used to buy flour, you used to go out and have dinner together, you used to watch movie together. There were things you were doing when you started. You need to go back to them once in a while. Rekindle the fire. Appreciate your partner with gifts. Appreciate your partner even with a cup of tea. Can I get you a cup of tea? Can I get you a drink? Are you okay? Can I massage your leg after a day's hard work? Just like me, I need someone to massage my feet right now. You know what I mean? So once in a while, it's those little extra things. It goes a long way. Now, if you're in a relationship and the partner begins to feel like he doesn't have time for me, she's too busy with the kids, she's too busy with her career, It's all about herself now. It's not about me or us anymore. Then before you know it, you begin to see gap in your relationship. Bit by bit, bit by bit, you begin to move apart. Then I asked him, so at what point did you start loving her back again? Because if he said you abandoned her, that I was asking the guy, if you say you abandoned her and then she left you, now she's married a couple of months ago now, and yet you are still missing her like crazy. So what happened? What brought the love back again? And he said he's not even sure. He doesn't even know. But what he knows is that he can't get her off his chest. And I said something to you. It's because you never stopped loving her. You never stopped caring for her. What you did wrong was that you stopped showing it. And there is no way you can tell a woman, or you can tell a man, or even your children actually, that you love them so much without showing it to them. Now, from the abundance of the mind, of the heart, the mouth speaketh. If I have so much love and compassion for my children, why can't I tell them I love them? Okay, that's a big word for some people. If I can't say it, can I show it in attitude? Can I show it in character? Can I show it in day-to-day living? Can I go that extra miles for them that tells them, oh, mommy really loves me, daddy really loves me, my husband loves me, my wife still cares for me? Because why? Even some of them things they don't expect you to do. You say, oh, don't worry, I'll sort it out. There's nothing wrong in saying, oh, sweetheart, I've ironed your suits for today. Those shirts you wanted to take to dry cleaners, it's all done for you, it's all sorted. It's gonna be like, really, are you sure? Yeah, it's done. It's gonna appreciate it. It's gonna bring more compassion, appreciation, and it brings more bond. And then you tell your wife, you've been cooking all day, don't worry, I'll clean the dishes for you. What? Dishes? Yes, dishes. She's gone to work, she's gone shopping, she's done the cooking. What is wrong in you cleaning up? Those little things means a lot in a relationship. Now, there's this other reality that baffles me. It really baffles me. You see relationships where there's violence. I wonder how they get to the level of violence. I don't know. And then the woman, most of the time, there's few, maybe 1 or 2 out of 100, where the man is on the receiving side. But mostly, the women are on the receiving side. I even watch some of these things on movies, and I wonder why the woman will be there. Don't beat me, he's beating me, please, help, and they can't do nothing. I know there's no way you can be strong. You're not stronger than the man. But for crying out loud, defend yourself. What's wrong in you defending yourself? If he gives you one blow, if you don't have enough strength to blow the man, what happened to your teeth? I don't understand though. Find a good part in his body and just one correct bite, he will leave you alone. But rather, I see women just say, okay, if you cannot even fight or defend yourself, can't you run away? I don't understand though. You won't run away, you won't defend yourself, and you will sit down there, turn yourself to a punching bag. And when is it going to dawn on you that this man is not going to change? Oh, I love him. Oh, because of my kids. Oh, he wasn't like that before. Oh, he just started hitting me. Oh, he has said he's sorry. Hello? Can you tell yourself some damn truth? The reality is, it's not going to stop. There was one of my girlfriends about a few months ago who was buried. Why? Actually, that wasn't even physical abuse. It was emotional abuse. Emotional abuse to the point where she died. Emotional abuse that came with neglect. It came with abandonment. It came with so many things. She was just depreciating, losing weight. Friends spoke to her, cancelled her, see the parent, try and go for counseling, try and if all has failed, do you have to die is there? Now she's dead, she's been buried, she's left her kids, the man has moved on. The man will marry another woman. And just the reality of it. Any woman that dies because of a man, the woman, yeah, the man will walk over your corpse and marry another one. And any man is vice versa. And any man that decides, oh, because of this woman, oh, I'm gonna go to any length, oh, I don't mind dying, you know. If you die, she will marry 10 more men that are better than you. That's reality. She will not mourn you forever. So for how long are you going to be on self-denial? For how long are you going to be deceiving yourself? Tell yourself the truth. The Bible makes me to understand that what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So what do we do about what the devil has joined together? A man that is beating his wife every day, a man that is neglecting you, God has joined it together. You've prayed, you've fasted, you've tried doing counseling, you've done all what, and your life is depreciating on a daily basis. And God has joined it together. I think you need to sit down, do some analysis, and ask yourself some truth. In conclusion of my story, what I told the guy was this. He said he doesn't know what to do and how to get over the girl. And I said something to him. I said, you need to realize one thing. The lady we're talking about, she's married. You may say I'm harsh. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. She's married. She's gone. You will never, never, never have her again. And he said, I said, yes, that's the reality. There is nothing you can do that will make you have her again. She's gone. So you need to come to the realization that you can never have her again. No matter how much you think over her, no matter how much pain you go through, no matter how long you decide to wait for her. When you had her, you could not look after her. And now she's gone. So you need to tell yourself that's true. This woman is gone and there's nothing I can do about it, and I need to move on with my life. And that's it. Now I'm going to go back to some reality things we need to look at before we say yes I do, before we go into relationship. And one of them is history. History lessons. It's very, very important. Some people say, oh, I don't need to know about your past. They are in the past. Let's just move on. But the truth is this. Every past tells the story of today. Every past determines tomorrow. A child that was taught to write and read in the past, it will reflect in their future. A child that was abused on a daily basis in their past, it will reflect in their future. So we need to know. We can't get it all 100%. Even after 20 years, you will still hear stories from your partner that are like, oh, you haven't told me that before. We can't tell it all in one day. Okay, so but there are some basics we need to know about our partner before we say, okay, I want to go on with this. Or even in the process of courtship, you ask questions, you discuss about things to be able to get background information, where they're coming from, where they've been, what they've achieved, where they have failed. It's very important to be able to determine, okay, so where am I with them at this point? And where are we moving to? If a man can't tell, no, don't worry, my past is my past, I'm not talking about it. You check it out. What is he hiding? What is she hiding? I wonder why men lie sometimes. A man comes to you and says, oh, I love you, I want to marry you. And then you ask them, have you been married before? They say, not really. What? The moment you hear, think twice before you say I do. What is the That means there's some lie there. There's some what they call it, the tiny it called now? When you fill forms and document, the tiny lines, those tiny letters, you need to read very well before you sign that document. Where have you been? Been married before? And then some tell you, you have children? Yes, I have. I have only one child. Why one? And at some point in the relationship, you find out they got 2 or they've got 3. But I've come to realize that when in a new relationship, I haven't seen, probably out of 100, when a man is asking a woman out, when the man, probably 2 out of 100, that did not start with lying. I don't understand why, but that's the truth of it. So when a man is asking you out, if he tells you 50 stories, that's just reality. Believe only 10% of them, and the remaining 40 to be like. Let's pick this call, please. Hello? Hello? You're on. Hello, who am I talking to, please?
Hola.
God bless you, sir.
Amen. I just want to ask a quick question. We're talking about the past, revealing the past.
Yes, sir.
At what point do we get to reveal the past? Is it just at the beginning or just at the center point? Because, I mean, when we're looking at the past, at times you reveal the past at the 4th date, might trigger the person off. At what point in a relationship do you reveal the past?
Very interesting question.
Thank you, ma'am.
I believe if you want to talk about your past, it's very sensitive, as you said, that if you begin to say things at the very initial stage, the person, both either male or female, might be scared. But then, maybe after the 2nd, 3rd date, I think things should begin to come out bit by bit. Latest, probably 2nd or the 3rd date, you should begin to talk, to say 1 or 2 things. Oh, I've been married before, or I'm a divorcee. Things like that should begin to come out. From the 1st date, there are some basic things you need to tell the person. From the 2nd date, then you begin to develop more information needs to come out. By the time you begin to see yourself on a regular basis up to 5-10 times, there should be history already. So the person is comfortable. Okay, I'm happy so far where I am. I want to continue, or I don't want to continue, sir. And if the person really likes you and they're comfortable with the story, then they will continue with you. Because I've come to see a lot of women, especially, when they realize a man has lied to them, even if they are married, they keep that bitterness for a very, very long time, which is not good. I don't know if I'm able to answer your question, sir.
Yeah, you did. Thank you so much.
God bless you, sir.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for calling. Okay. That was Mr. Ola from London. Thank you for calling in. And I believe a lot of people have learned from the question and the answer. From the question and the answer. And I'm going to go from background history. I'm going to look into family background, physically and spiritually. Family background, physically, you need to understand the family you want to get yourself into, because whether you like it or not, you're not marrying just the person, you're marrying the family. You're marrying the family not in the sense that they're going to be living with you, they're going to determine your life, they're going to dictate anything to you. No. Now, when you marry into a family, you're marrying into their DNA, you're marrying into their blood, you're marrying into their blessings, you're marrying into their curses. And that's the spiritual side of it. In the physical side of it, if they have disabilities, you need to know. If they have what's it called now? If they are diabetic in the family, you need to know. Funny enough, we were taught all these things in school about, especially when you talk about genotype and blood group and all that, to be able to determine if you're going to have children that are SS, AS and all that. But we take it for granted. When we get into, when we fall in love, when we grow up, we forget all these things, and the only thing you're thinking of is, I'm in love, I'm in love. That's the only thing we see. Reality just flies through the window. But we need to call ourselves back and ask ourselves these questions, talk about it, discuss it. There's nothing wrong, especially in this year and age. If you tell your partner, can we go for HIV test? And if your partner says, why don't you trust me? It's not about not trusting you. It's just about being comfortable with you. It's about having 100% trust in you. So can we have this test? I'm going to have the test. You're going to have the test. Let's know your blood group. Oh, I'm AS. Oh, I'm SS. Can I have it in black and white? It's not a crime. You don't want to get into it and then regret. And then regret brings a lot of bitterness. And then you don't enjoy the relationship. You don't enjoy the marriage anyway. So what's the point? So what are we sacrificing here? What are we sacrificing? A few minutes of joy or everlasting life of sorrow and regret? Is it really worth it? If you have doubt, if you have questions, throw it on the table. Talk about it. And be comfortable with the answers you get before you move on. In the family, there was someone that was actually asking me out at the time. And we got talking. He wears glasses. A lot of people wear glasses. It's no big deal. Okay. But for some reason, I started praying about this man. It's actually a man, not a guy. I started praying about it. And the Lord just showed me like generations all wearing glasses. And when I talk about glasses, I'm not just talking about glasses. I'm talking about them condensed glasses. So I'm like, hell no. I don't want my children all wearing this. So I asked him, and he was very, very honest man. I said to him, the glasses you wear, is it just you or a lot of people wear it in your family? And he said to me, oh, we almost all my children wear it because it's a diversity. All my children wear it and half of my family wear glasses. I said, okay, here we go. And I'm like, is it just reading glasses or is there more to it? And they said, oh, it's actually more to it. It's a, what did he say? I think it's more or less a DNA thing. From one generation to the other, they pass it on. Big eyesight problem. And I told myself, I don't want this. Somebody might say, oh, you don't love him enough. If you love him, what's the big deal? It's my choice. I don't want it. I don't want my children wearing glasses. I don't want my children not to be able to see where they are walking without wearing condensed glasses. I don't want that. That's me. So it's about me being truthful to myself. It's not about sentiment here. It's about what do I want? In the long run, I don't want to be running scatter, going to the clinic every now and then to renew glasses and all that. I don't want it. Now, that wasn't the reason. That's one of the reasons. I decided, you know what? I think at this point, let us just be friends. And I'll be lucky you've been very, very good friend. And that's good, you know. Be honest with each other. This is what I want, this is what I don't want. Can it work? Can it not work? Let's stop right here where we are. There's no crime in that. Spiritually, everybody, we have baggages. We have baggages that has been passed on to us from generation to generation. From our fathers, from our mothers, and it goes on. Some of us carry blessings and some curses. That is reality of life. Now, the quantity you carry may differ from your partners. The quantity I carry may differ from yours. Now, you want to be able to understand what do they carry in this family I want to get into. Blessing-wise, oh, there are some family that academically, they are excellent. Again, when they do anything, maybe any business, they touch any business, you just see them go like that. Go like that. You see a lot of luck, a lot of favor around them. That's a very good plus. And then you see probably another family where maybe it's only the men that get married. The women don't marry. You need to ask yourself, what is going on here? Is it a coincidence? Is it a generational thing? Do I want this for my children? Because the important thing here is not just about you. You're talking about generation that's going to come after you. Whether we like it or not, we all have blessings we carry, and we all have curses we carry. Mine might be lower than yours, mine might be bigger than yours. That's just the reality of it. But do I want to work with you with these curses? These curses, if we come together and pray about it, is there a guarantee that our prayer, our agreement will break these curses? We don't want to marry into a family where the men, when they are at the age of 45, they die. They don't have long life. Would you want to get into that? So when your husband is 45, then you become a widow. I don't pray for that for anybody. It's not a journey anybody will want to go through. I don't pray for anyone. What if you can avert it? Because why? You know that this might happen. One, if you know, and you know you can fast and pray, and you can do night vigil, you can battle it, it's a different ball game. But for me, I won't even go in at all. Why? It's not because I don't love the person. Simply because I have enough. Every day we wake up, every day we sleep, it's a battle. We fight every day. Why do I want to add extra to the baggage? Okay, that's the one I know. How about the ones I don't know, or the ones I will not discover maybe in another 10, 20 years that's going to spring up? So the one I know, I want to be sure, can I deal with this? Do I want to deal with it? We need to know. Another thing you can look at is this. Maybe physically the woman is healthy or the man is healthy. If you go to a doctor, they're going to tell you, oh, 100% you are okay. There's nothing stopping you from having children. But you realize that spiritually, these people can't have children. Because why? Maybe where their parent went to, what's the word now? To pray and ask for them before they conceived. But I tell you, a lot of things happen. Some parents have gone to ask for their children from a shrine. And we have a call coming in. Hello?
The call cannot be taken at the moment, and you cannot leave a message, so please call later.
Hello? Can you please call back? We just lost that caller now. We're waiting for you to call again. Okay, where was I? Having children. That's another spiritual one. Physically, the person is fine. Medically, they are fine. There's nothing stopping them from having children. But then, for some reason, you're in a marriage. 5 years, 10 years, no issue. Hello?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, you were talking about baggages now, and I just have a quick question.
Who is talking, please?
Calling from Grace.
Okay, sir.
We're talking about baggages, and imagine after 4 years of marriage, and you realize that the guy is a smoker. Maybe you just saw him at your garden smoking late in the night, and he never disclosed. You used to go ahead.
For how many years in the marriage?
4 years in the marriage after 3 kids.
Wow.
Because I mean, when you talk about baggage, it makes me to remember some things that happened. I was thinking, do you used to go ahead with that, or you just?
Well, to say you're not getting married again, you're going to be divorced, is out of the question. It's out of the picture entirely. Because you're married, you've got children. You're going to be disappointed, that's human. You're going to be angry, it's normal. But the reality of it is that you're married and you're married. So you're going to look for ways to help him. Now you know there's a problem. You need to sit him down. You need to talk about it. How can I help you? I am angry. You hid this from me. But now that I know and I don't like it, I still don't like it, and I still don't want you smoking, do we need to go for counseling? Do you need help? How can I help you to stop it? I believe way forward is the answer, sir.
Okay. What if we cannot stop it? Do we still go ahead with the marriage?
If you cannot stop it, the marriage still continues. But there's going to be conditions to it. And when I mean condition is that Probably you don't smoke around the house. You don't smoke in front of my children. And if you've kept it from me for 4 years, then you continue to keep it from me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to smell it. But the marriage is not going to end because of that.
Thank you so much for that.
God bless you, sir. Thank you for calling in. Okay. It's a painful thing what Mr. Kunle talked about now. Being in a relationship for so long and you think, oh, I know it all. I know everything about my husband. I know everything about my wife. Just to realize things at, what do I call it? At a time when there is, it's not even a crossroad. You can't go forward, you can't go back. Yeah, that's a crossroad. You can't go back. It's only forward, ever. Backward, it's no option. It's difficult, it's annoying, it's going to bring a lot of issues. It's going to bring a lot of distrust for a very long time. But the reality of it is, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not enough reason for you to say, I'm not marrying my husband again, or I'm not marrying my wife again. But rather, you see that they have a problem. And as a loving wife, as a loving husband, as a loving partner, you help them to walk through it. And your anger, your frustration, your disappointment, somehow you have to walk around it, take it off your mind, and move on. Because if you don't take it off, it's going to affect a lot of things. It's going to affect your relationship. And another thing is being able, there's one thing to forgive, another is to forget. The truth is, it's not easy. But on a daily basis, we'll try to work on it. But when you say, and then something happens after the smoke issue, I say, oh, is that the truth? Are you telling me the truth? No, you're still lying, like you lied about the cigarette. That might come up once in a while. But as much as possible, we should try to avoid that, because it's not going to help the relationship. It's not going to be very healthy. Let's learn to forgive and to forget. And when new situations come up, which will come up, we're all human beings. Let's not refer back to, oh, just the way you did yesterday, or the way you did before the other day. It's the same thing you are doing now. It's not very healthy. Okay, I'm going to look at another topic, financial stability. The truth is this, and it's reality. When we talk about relationship, we talk about love, we talk about marriage. The truth of it is, love is not enough. Yes. To say, oh, I love you, to say, I'll be there for you forever, it's not enough. Yeah, I know you love me. 100% guarantee. I know you love me. But it's still not enough. It's not enough. There's so many things that comes together to make love sweet, to make love durable, to make love enjoyable, to make love worth your time, worth your while, and everything. There's a lot that comes to it. Just like saying, I love vegetable soup. That you love vegetable soup doesn't mean you know how to cook it, or that you have all the ingredients to cook it. If you want to make vegetable soup, you know you need vegetable, you need palm oil, you need Maggi, you need your meat. You need so many ingredients to make it a complete, a delicious vegetable soup. So the same thing with marriage. To tell me, I love you, it's not enough. What are you adding to me as a person? Are you coming to my life to add color to me? Are you coming to my life to help me achieve my dreams or my goals? Am I going to be there for you also as an helpmate to help you achieve purpose, to achieve your dreams, to be able to work together, you know, to build something greater than, or that is greater than us, beyond us? Or are you coming to take from me and leave me empty and dry? We need to understand this in the purpose, the reason why a man or a woman is coming to our lives. What is their purpose? What is their reason? What do they desire? What do they want? What do they want to achieve for coming into our lives? I'm talking about financial stability. Somebody will say, it's not all about money. If you love somebody, it's not all about money. True, it's not all about money. But tell me which marriage, which loving, last long or is sweet or palatable without money. When you cannot even say, oh sweetheart, I bought you that dress, or honey, I bought you that tie. You need money. Now at the moment when you meet your partner, they may not have all the money in question, but what is their aspiration, their education, what is their dream, and that dream, is it achievable? What are they planning to become in life? For example, maybe you met yourself in school, so you need to look at what course is my partner studying. In the next 5-10 years, this course is studying, will it still be involved? Will it still be bringing money? And that's the truth. But we don't ask ourselves this question. I wish I've known all these things when I was probably in my 20, 22. Perhaps I would have been a better person. I would have made better choices. Sometimes we know them because I know a lot, yet we don't do them. We don't. So it's one thing to know, another to apply. So if you're looking at a relationship with a man or a woman, if you, like for example, if your partner is studying medicine, you know that until the world will come to an end, there's financial stability. Look at somebody who will study engineering, you know, if he doesn't do this, he will do something. Or somebody who is studying IT, there's prospects. Somebody who is doing mechanical engineering, there's prospect. Somebody who is studying English, you need to understand what can they do with that course. Where can it take them? There's prospect. Somebody who is studying French, what are you going to do with French? You need to understand. You need to, if you need to Google it, if you need to make inquiry, and if what they are studying, you see it's not going to take them far, you can help them, advise them, talk to them. They can even go for career counseling, you know. But you need to be sure that the both of you will be able to look after your family. And then there's another one we call financial fidelity. We have fidelity when it talks about being honest with one another, being faithful with one another. But then what about money when it comes to money issue? Can you trust your partner? Can you even, how do you know? You start from little things, like you go to date and it's like he doesn't want to pay, or he's stylishly looking for a way to escape paying. Oh, I forgot my wallet. I left my bank card in the car, or it's at home. Or can you pay for today? I'll pick the bill next time. Excuse me? There's nothing wrong in a woman paying for dinner. We both enjoy the food. But most of the time, the man should pick the bill. And if for any reason you can't pick the bill, be honest about it even before we sit down. Don't give me surprise package. Don't begin to do is it madaru or gimmick, trying to be over smart. I'll let my, why would you leave your wallet anywhere when you're bringing me to dinner? Don't do that. Okay, so from there you begin to try and analyze. Why did he do this? Is it intentional? Did he really forget his wallet? Why did he do that? Or he doesn't have money and he's shy. And if he's shy, why can't he talk to me about it? You need to get to the bottom of it. You need to address it. There's so many little things you can use to test your partner. Are they faithful with finance? If you do business together, will they be honest with you? Or will they just want to swindle you? This happens in marriage a lot. I've had the experience. When a man tells you, my dear, can you borrow me £200 there? I'll give it to you at the end of the month when I collect my salary. As a loving, devoted wife, so why not give them the £200? At the end of the month, you don't even need to ask before the money is given back to you. That's being honest, sincere. And then when you're sincere, next time you go back to the woman or you go back to the man to ask for money, they will not think twice about it because they know why you are faithful. You will give them back their money. Now, me asking my partner for money to buy stuff for myself or just because I want to ask him, it's a different thing. But when you say borrow me is different from giving me. Gift and loan, they are two different things. We should not mix emotions together with all these things. Hell no, it doesn't work that way. You're my wife. Why can't I take money from you? You can't take money from me because it's not your money. You're working for your money. I'm working for my money. Okay? So if I want to give you a gift, it's a different thing. But don't ask for loan from me and not pay back. That's not nice. But I see this happen even to our parents. Yesterday you borrowed 50 pounds from me. You didn't give it back to me. Now the other day you borrowed 20 pounds. You didn't give me my money. Now you want me to borrow 50 pounds. I'm not giving you. I see that like every other day. But it's not the best. We need to be faithful even in little things. That's what the Bible says. Even in little things, let's be faithful so that they can do big. If you ask even if it's family, can you borrow me 20 pounds there? I'll give it to you end of the month. If for any reason you cannot return the money at the end of the month, you need to let them know beforehand. I'm sorry, I cannot give you the money now. Give me a few more days. Communicate. And don't let it go past that few more days. I beg. Give them their money. Then, because you never know when you're going to need their help again. You never know. You can go knocking the same door 10 times, 20 times, asking for help. And if you've not been faithful in one, they'll be reluctant to help you again. So husbands, I beg you, if you borrow money from your wife, pay them back. If you cannot add interest, pay the full money. Pay the full money. Okay? That's very, very important. And if you're in a relationship where you are not married yet, and you begin to see these signs, you need to deal with it before you get fully into marriage. Another one we need to look at again is purpose in life and purpose of coming together. I think I've touched that a little bit. Purpose in life and purpose of coming together. Why are you in my life? Why are we coming together? Even if you've been married before and then you're coming back again into the marriage, into another marriage, you've been divorced, you've been separated, you've lost you've lost a partner before, you want to remarry, or you are even a fresher, a startup, you're just coming into it, a new fresh person. Why do I need to get married? Why does he want to marry me? Why do we want to come together? And our coming together, what is it going to create? What are we going to achieve with it? And even this person I want to roll with, what purpose do they have in life for themselves? A purposeless person, somebody who has no goal, no dream for themselves, what are they going to have for you? You need to know, you need to think about it. Another one again is this. We're going to take break now for 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. For just 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you right now. Thank you for staying tuned. How many minutes are we doing?
Le nom de Jésus-Christ, le nom qui ouvre toutes les portes et qui fait toute mauvaise porte. Au jour le jour, nous allons chanter, danser. Si ce n'est pas lui qui allait sauver ma vie, si ce n'est pas lui qui allait sauver ma vie, ah, c'est pour ça que je dis, ah, ce soir, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser, on fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde, on y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les gogos, on y va danser. Il m'a sauvé la vie, sa raison de quoi? Il m'a laissé passer, mais je suis coupable. On est deux, arrêtez, il a tout pris sur la tête. On est deux, arrêtez, il a tout pris sur la tête. Je suis le coupable. Yemagan, je suis le coupable. Yemagan, Yemagan, il a été crucifié pour mes péchés. Contusionné pour ma transgression. Pour ça, monsieur Frank, on y va danser. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église. On y va danser. On fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde. On y va danser les papas. On y va danser les mamans. On y va danser les bobos. On y va danser. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait ce soir? Oh, nous allons danser. Oh, il nous a sauvés. Oh, nous allons danser. Oh, il nous a libérés. Nous allons fêter. Oh, que le Seigneur soit loué. Il est bon pour nous tous. Que jouissons dans la joie. Il est bon, nous dansons. Oui, dansons. Nous dansons. Oui, dansons. Nous dansons. Oui, dansons. Yemagan, oui, dansons. Yemagan, nous dansons. Yemagan, oui, dansons.
Hello, you're welcome back with Relationship Talk with Modupe. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna look at another point of reality which we need to look at in a relationship. Actually, somebody discussed this with me today and yesterday. That what happens that after a few years in marriage or few years into a relationship, yeah, it was today, few years into a relationship, the passion in which you started the relationship with, you just see it go down. What could be the reason? And actually thought for a while, it could be a lot of reasons. It could be a lot of reasons. And one of the reasons is this, that you are not really deeply in love. Sometimes it could be just infatuation. Infatuation can be very closely related to love. It's actually very difficult to differentiate. But with time, you will know. Because if you really love someone, why would you stop loving them after 3-4 years? I don't understand. I understand the fact that you get busy in life. You have to go to work, you have to do this, you start having children, you have to look after the children, you have to do school run. Very annoying. But you have to do it. And then you get so busy, you don't have time for each other. He goes in the morning, probably he goes in the morning and then you have to do night, or you do morning, he has to do night shift. Some people meet at the bus stop and exchange key. I put your food in the microwave, I'll see you later. And then they run to work. So at some point, yeah, you might feel like, what am I even doing here? How did I even get here? Doesn't mean you don't love them anymore. Doesn't mean the love is gone. You only need to rekindle it. You need to find time for each other. You need to take out time. Work is good. Money is very important. But I tell you, when you don't have love, those things you've achieved with money seems like nonsense. Because what's the point of all the money you have when you don't have anybody to share it with? You don't have anybody to spend it on. You don't have anybody to appreciate you for what you have achieved. What's the point of it? When after the day's work, you go to your bed all alone, nobody to cuddle you, nobody to say, how are you feeling? How was your day? Are you okay? What challenges are you going through at work? Can we talk about it? And can you ask yourself this question honestly? After a few years into a relationship, would you feel lost after your partner's body? I'm going to end it there today. Would you still lost after your partner's body? I'm talking about sex now. After a few years, would you still want him to touch you? And that's when you begin to remember, oh, go and have a shower first. Oh, you have not brushed your mouth. Things you didn't used to notice before. Suddenly, you've noticed he just ate and the food is smelling. He has to go and brush before he comes near you. Oh, go and have a shower. He begins to irritate you, or she irritates you. Oh, go and wash off your makeup first. Oh, go. And then your partner begins to wonder, what is going on here? You know, if you have started your relationship with that, then there's an understanding that my partner likes me to brush before we come together. My partner likes me to have a shower before we come together. That's a different thing. But if you're used to whenever, anyhow. And then suddenly there's these changes and you begin to get irritated. You need to ask yourself questions though. Something is going wrong, and it's going wrong seriously and very fast. And you need to, why is my partner irritated with my sweaty body? He didn't used to mind before. Why does he mind now? Don't be shy. Call him down, talk about it. You may be shocked what he will hear. And by talking about it, communication, you might be able to solve the issue before it escalates. Oh, I'm feeding the baby. And then you begin to give your partner a timetable. Well, today we can't have sex today. Let's wait till weekend. Hell no. You didn't start like that. You didn't used to have timetable. So why are you bringing timetable now? What's happening? You need to ask yourself questions. What is going wrong? You need to ask yourself questions. Okay, let's say it's natural. Things happen and it has happened. Where do we go from here? Do we let it continue? Or do we sort the problem? Remember, the Bible says that don't let the wine of the marriage run dry. Even in Cana, when they were having the wedding and the wine was running dry, Jesus did miracle, double miracle. Made sure they produced and provided more wine, because there must always be wine on the table of marriage. The moment your wine is running dry, there is problem. And that is why you need to retop it up. And that is why you need to, if you can't go all the way to Asda, I'm just using it metaphorically, not wine per se. But what I'm trying to say is this: rekindle your love, rekindle that passion. Remember how you started. Those texts you used to send. Hello there, have you got into work? Are you at work now? What do you want me to make for you for dinner? Are you okay? Did you stop testing? If you don't test me, you're in trouble. That means you're looking at another person. So you must test me. Before, you used to call me maybe 3 times in a day, and suddenly you don't call me like 3-4 days. It won't, you won't even have to. You won't last up to 24 hours. I will question you. What is happening? You didn't test me today, because while you used to that, you're expecting it. So for any reason, if you are not talking to your partner the way you used to do, the way you used to communicate, the way you used to make each other's day beautiful, then there's problem. Now, the reality of life is this: we all have enough to deal with. We have enough to deal with from our family, to deal with from work, to deal with friends. We have enough headache coming from the society. We need our partner. We need one another to loosen up, to be able to take off your jacket and relax and chill out. Your partner should be your best buddy, where you can talk to, you can relate freely with. So let's be there for one another. We're closing up on this note. In a fortnight, we're going to be back again with a beautiful topic. I'm not going to tell you what the topic. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. And I'm not going to be alone next week. I'm going to be having a guest. I'm not going to tell you who the person is also. Now, if you like it, share it so that other people can enjoy it. Invite people. Call in. Ask questions. I don't know it all. Share your opinion. Share your story. You never know which marriage you might be saving by doing this. You never know the youth you might be encouraging. But don't forget, giving up on love is no option. You have a good night.
Ce soir, oh, nous allons danser, oh, il nous a sauvés, oh, nous allons danser, oh, il nous a libérés, nous allons fêter, oh, que le Seigneur soit loué, il est bon pour nous tous, que lui sont dans la joie, il est bon, nous dansons, oui dansons, nous dansons, oui dansons, nous dansons, oui dansons. madame, nous dansons. Yeah madame, oui dansons. Yeah madame, nous dansons, dansons. Ce soir, on y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser. On fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde. On y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les gogos, on y va danser ce soir. On y va danser, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On y va danser à l'église, on y va danser. On fait quoi? On y va danser tout le monde. On y va danser les papas, on y va danser les mamans, on y va danser les gogos, on y va danser. Oui, dansons. Nous dansons. Oui, dansons. Nous dansons, dansons, dansons.